The Galactic Hunting Guild's orbital station hung like a jewel above the death world of Krell 7. Its gleaming spires a testament to centuries of apex predator elimination across 1,000 systems. Inside the Grand Hall, veteran hunters from dozens of species stood in clusters, their scaled hides, chitinous armor, and bioluminescent patterns creating a tapestry of the galaxy's most fearsome warriors. Jasmine walked through the crowd with the confident stride of someone who had earned her reputation the hard way. Her dark hair was pulled back in a practical braid, and her hunter's gear-scarred leather and reinforced composite armor told stories of survival that words never could. The Catharan delegates, towering insectoids with razor mandibles, stepped aside as she passed. Even the Vroth beings of pure crystalline aggression acknowledged her with respectful nods. She had claimed 17 apex predators across 9 systems. Her name was spoken in the same breath as legends. Behind her, trying to match her pace, was Kevin. "Stay close," Jasmine said without turning around, her voice carrying the tone of someone giving instructions to a child. "Don't touch anything, don't challenge anyone, and for the love of Earth, don't try to prove yourself." Kevin adjusted the strap of his equipment pack, his jaw tight. He was broader than Jasmine, his frame suggesting a strength she seemed to dismiss entirely. His gear was new, unmarked by the scars of battle, and that alone made him invisible to the gathered hunters. "I've completed the training simulations," Kevin said quietly. "All of them." "Simulations," Jasmine repeated, the word dripping with condescension. "You'll understand the difference soon enough, trainee." The briefing chamber was a circular amphitheater with holographic displays spiraling from floor to ceiling. Guildmasters Exter of Roth, whose crystalline body refracted light into deadly patterns, gestured toward the central projection. The Ravager of Krell 7, Zexter's translated voice rumbled through the chamber. 12 hunting parties have failed, 43 hunters dead. This creature has no equal in the known territories. The hologram showed a nightmare beast the size of a cargo hauler, 6-limbed and covered in adaptive armor plating that shifted colors like living metal. Its sensory array could detect heartbeats from kilometers away, and its speed defied physics for something so massive. "The contract pays 1 million credits," Zexter continued. "Jasmine of Earth has accepted. She may choose one partner." Every hunter in the chamber straightened, hoping for selection. Jasmine was their best chance at survival and glory. She turned to Kevin. "You're with me." The chamber erupted in confusion. The Catharan High Hunter clicked in protest. A Vroth champion's crystals flashed red with indignation. "The trainee," someone hissed. Jasmine's smile was sharp. "He needs field experience. Might as well get it now." Kevin said nothing, but his hands clenched at his sides. Krell 7's surface was a nightmare of volcanic vents and predatory flora. The air itself tried to kill visitors, laden with acidic particulates that forced them to wear respirators. Jasmine moved through the hostile terrain like she'd been born to it, her scanner sweeping for biosigns. Kevin followed, quiet and observant. He noted how she stepped, where she looked, how she used cover. He said nothing about the 3 Stalker-class predators she'd led them past or the fact that her path seemed almost deliberately dangerous. "You're doing well for a trainee," Jasmine said after 6 hours of trekking. "Most would have quit by now." "I'm not most," Kevin replied simply. She glanced back at him, something flickering in her eyes. Curiosity, maybe, or assessment. The Ravager's territory was marked by bones, massive skeletons of creatures that had once been apex predators themselves. The ground was scorched and torn, evidence of battles that had reshaped the landscape. Jasmine activated her tactical display. "It hunts in a pattern. We'll set up here, use you as bait," Kevin finished. "That's what you've planned all along." She turned fully now, studying him. "You knew. Your equipment loadout, the route you chose, the way you've been positioning me since we landed." Kevin began unpacking his gear with practiced efficiency. "You needed someone expendable who could hold the Ravager's attention long enough for you to get a killing shot. The trainee label makes it easier if things go wrong." Jasmine's expression was unreadable. "And you came anyway." "I volunteered." Kevin checked his weapons, a human plasma rifle and something else, something compact and strange that Jasmine didn't recognize. "Because I know what you don't." "And what's that, trainee?" Kevin met her eyes, and she saw something there that made her reassess everything. This wasn't bravado. This wasn't ignorance. "Humans don't survive by being the strongest or the fastest," Kevin said quietly. "We survive by being the most persistent, the most adaptable, the most willing to do what needs to be done." The ground trembled. Both hunters dropped into combat stances as the Ravager emerged from between 2 volcanic vents, its massive form blotting out the toxic sky. It was bigger than the projections suggested. Faster, its adaptive armor shifted through camouflage patterns as it analyzed them with alien intelligence. Jasmine fired first, a perfect shot that should have penetrated the creature's sensory cluster. The Ravager's armor absorbed it, shifted, adapted. It charged. Kevin didn't run. He sprinted toward it. "What are you doing?" Jasmine screamed. Kevin's compact device activated a high-frequency pulse that human testing had shown could disrupt adaptive bioarmor for exactly 2.3 seconds. Not long, but enough. The Ravager's armor flickered, solidified in a single configuration. Kevin rolled under its charging strike, came up inside its guard, and placed shaped charges on 3 key structural points he'd identified from the mission. Briefings everyone thought he hadn't studied. "Now," he shouted. Jasmine didn't hesitate. Her rifle sang, and 3 perfect shots detonated Kevin's charges simultaneously. The Ravager's armor couldn't adapt to internal explosions. It shrieked once, and then its massive body crashed to the scorched earth. Silence fell over Krell 7's wasteland. Kevin stood, breathing hard, covered in alien ice. Jasmine approached slowly, her rifle still raised, staring at the fallen apex predator. "You studied it," she said finally. "Really studied it. Found a weakness no one else saw." "I had time," Kevin said. "You were busy telling everyone I was just a trainee." Jasmine lowered her rifle, and for the first time, Kevin saw respect in her eyes. Real respect. "I was wrong," she admitted. "You're not a trainee." Kevin smiled slightly, wiping alien blood from his face. "Oh, I am. This was my first real hunt." He looked at the Ravager's corpse. "But humans don't need to be veterans to be dangerous. We just need to be human." Back at the guild station, as they collected their bounty, the other hunters watched Kevin differently. The Catharan bowed their heads. The Vroth pulsed approving colors. Zexter's crystalline form reflected newfound understanding. "The humans," the guildmaster said. "They send their trainees to kill what our veterans fear." Jasmine stood beside Kevin, no longer his supervisor but his partner. "Not trainees," she corrected. "Humans. There's a difference." Kevin said nothing, but his smile said everything. Earth's hunters had just announced themselves to the galaxy, and the message was clear: underestimate them at your own peril.